Initially, I had no idea about the power of sound and how much, as a storytelling element, that's more important even than the visual. Of course, it kind of depends on the story, but to not get good quality audio someone's voice or good quality natural sound, to not have those elements, it's just kind of wallpaper. It's another element that we have in television. It's the beauty of combining the images with the sound, and that's what makes it an experience, makes you feel like you're there. So to me, first and foremost is the audio, because that drives everything in the story. That's your proof, that's your pace, that's everything. And then the pictures, that can become second nature, and if you can do both well, then sky's the limit. So.
I think it's always surprising to people who would like to shoot video to be told, no, actually you have to think about sound first. How do you actually capture it? What are your tricks to make it sound so crisp and clear on the air?
For me, it's kind of a simple premise. You want to get your microphone in there, similar to you want to get close to where the action is with your camera, but you want to get in there with your microphone. So whether you use a wireless mic to capture audio from a person or your subject matter or your character in a story, that's a way to be close. Or whether you actually get a microphone in there close so you can get the sound of running water, or actually capture a baby's cry or something, so you can just get it in there and hear that specific sound, as opposed to just kind of the din that you might get if you leave your microphone on top of your camera or you're so far away.
So microphones don't zoom, right?
No, microphones don't zoom, so you kind of have to find a way to get them in there, whether it be using a wireless or actually physically putting in a shotgun mic or having your microphone just out of the frame of what you're shooting so that you have good, crisp audio.
And you edit your own material, so you get to decide where to put in that sound, or at least you work with the reporter to decide where to put in the sound. I find a lot of stories, or at least I watch them, and I know there's sound there, but I don't hear it. I mean, I don't actually hear it. Tell me a little bit about your process for getting the sound to come through the television.
Sure. Well, I think the power of television is the experience. So it's that visual of feeling like you're somewhere, and then that other wall that you get to open up is the sound. So if I can hear that, I feel like I'm at some kind of protest, or I can hear that I'm in a schoolyard, in the background. Even if it's in the background of the reporter track, it's going to make me feel like I'm there. And now if I can bring that up in between the reporter's breaths, in between their sentences, if I can start to give information or perspective along with the natural sound, then it's just all this experience for the viewer. So they're being told information by the reporter track, but then they're also being enriched with the sound and learning more. So it's kind of just this reinforcement and constant source of information for the viewer. So they feel like they're there.
Are you cutting it in up full? Are you bringing it up, sort of fading it up, fading it down? What's the technique?
Absolutely. People call it massaging the audio, but I'm always kind of working the audio. So beginning the story, I'm trying to put some audio montage at the beginning, ducking it under the reporter track. And whenever there's a reporter breath, whenever there's an end of a sentence, just anything natural that occurs with a lull in the audio, I'm trying to bring some up. And then whenever I can reinforce a point that the reporter might be making with their track, try to bring up some audio that does that.
So you're looking for little pops of natural sound that you can use.
So not just noise or sound of a door creaking, that might be something that you use, but also little sound bites, parts of an interview, a back timing part of an interview, to kind of just bring up a few words that kind of contribute to the reporter track and reinforce that.